Good morning, folks. I'd like to welcome you to my new YouTube channel, Papa Squirrel. And this morning I'd like to introduce you to a new project that I'm doing. I'm trying to build a backyard greenhouse and hopefully move my hydroponics from my basement up into the greenhouse, and also add in a little aquaponics to it and see if we can grow fish, grow vegetables, and just enjoy the greenhouse outside. You'll see behind me here there is a shed just off of my shoulder here that came down during the winter time, just a tarp shed. I was temporarily storing my lawnmowers and things in, and so that's got to be replaced. So I decided that since I'm replacing that shed, I'm going to also come off of the front of that with a hoop house. And you can see the posts right here that I've already put in. It's going to be a 10 by 20 hoop house that will become my greenhouse. I bought a kit online for around $170 that just came with the entire framework and the cover for it. And so I thought that was just a good deal, that I wouldn't have to mess with all those kind of measurements and things. And I'm just going to try to assemble it. I'm going to show you some of the materials that I was able to get to help out with the shed build and the greenhouse build, and kind of explain to you what I'm doing with those things. And I'm not going to show you my entire building as I go along, because I kind of build as I go, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to people how I build things, but it works out in the end. So with that, let's get started. I'll show you some of the materials. Okay, here I'm standing in front of a nice pile of pallets. I was able to get these for about 50 cents a piece. So I got 80 of them. My opinion is it's always better to have more than not enough. So we'll start with that. And what I want to do is build my shed out of these. So it's basically going to be 3 pallets wide, 3 pallets long, and 2 pallets standing on their sides high. And we'll put all that together later. But also I'm going to use these pallets to build a knee wall for the greenhouse to sit on top of. So because the greenhouse only came and it was 7 foot tall. So what I want to do is actually raise that up a little bit, and I'm going to just cut the pallets in half, stand them on their side, and that will be my knee wall all the way around. Of course, I'll level it up and things. So I'm going to get started on that, and then once the knee wall is in place, I'll show you what I've got.
My name is EJ, and my dad is here too. We're going to build a greenhouse. Right now we were working on the walls and stuff. We're going to cut down all that stuff and everything. But so we're going to continue on. Please enjoy.
Hello, this is Papa Squirrel again, and we're here back at our greenhouse project. And today I want to explain a little something to you. If you see, we built the knee wall out of half pallets. So we cut the pallets in half, and we just used the half side to make our knee wall. But you can see we got a lot of slots in it that we got to take care of. So what we're doing is we're using the other half of the pallet that is already cut, because we cut it in half. Took the slots off of the other half of the pallets, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to go around and we are going to put them right in place, just like that.
It's going
all
good.
All the way around.
It's going good.
And that way, it should be a nice little, good-looking wall, kind of rustic-looking, but it'll cover all of our little spaces that we have here, and it won't cost us anything because we're using the other half of the pallet. So with that in mind, I'm going to get going on this, and I'm going to ask my assistant Chipmunk to give me a hand doing this so we can go around and get this all done. And then when we're all done, we'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like. Hey, this is Papa Squirrel again, and we're at the greenhouse project. And we've just finished off our knee walls, and we've put the covered the holes over with the extra pieces of pallets. But now what I want to do for you is I want to do an unboxing of this Kraus & Becker electric paint sprayer gun. I got this at Home Depot. It was on sale for $14.99 with a coupon, and so we're going to give it a try. It says here that it is a durable 24-ounce polypropylene paint cup, and it's got 5 gallons per hour flow rate. So I've got a 5-gallon pail here, so we'll see if it takes me an hour. Alright, let's unbox it and see what's inside.
Okay, I'll go see.
And this here is Chipmunk, so he's going to help me out with the unboxing. So, okay, so we got the spray gun. Looks like it's pretty much all put together already. I already got a nozzle on there, and a 24-ounce container. And this back here adjusts the flow rate. And then also in the box, we've got a couple more, an extra spray nozzle, a little extension wand. And one of the important things is this cup right here that you use to test out the your mixture of paint to see how thick your paint is and whether or not it'll go through the spray gun properly. Now in here, let's see if it tells us how quickly this needs to work, because you have to put the paint in the gun here, and depends on how fast it drips out. Okay, now here we go. So for water-based paint, which is what we've got, it takes 20 to 25 seconds for this to drip out. So I dip it in the paint, hold it up, and once it's empty, if it empties within 20 to 25 seconds, then we know that it is the right mixture in order to get it to spray. So we're going to get, yep.
You immediately go in here.
Yep, so we're going to get loaded up here, and then we'll come back on when it is time to spray. Faster! Stay away from it! Get back away from it! Keep going! Faster! 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 Well, here we are back at our greenhouse project, and today we are going to do a little something with this tank. This here is going to be our fish tank, and we're going to cut it to the right height, and then we are going to actually dig a hole inside the greenhouse area and bury it in the ground, probably right about that far, so just about waist deep. We're going to bury it into the ground, and that will sit in there, and that will be our sump as well as our fish tank. Okay, so here's a little update on our project. What we've done is we have put the fish tank in the back, got that filled up with water, and then we backfilled in and leveled the floor with topsoil. Now what we're doing is we're laying down this felt paper for like a vapor barrier, and then on top of that we're going to put our gravel, which is going to be our final flooring for the unit. Chipmunk's going to come over here and he's going to talk a little bit about what else is going on. What else is going on, Chipmunk?
We go put some more flooring down, and I think we go get some more water and put it in the tank.
We'll fill the water tank up to about here, and then we're going to put a cap around it so this tank doesn't flop around, so it's nice and secure. And then we're going to cover our walls with the felt paper and for the vapor barrier, and then that should be pretty good for today, I think, right?
Uh-huh.
That's a good start for today. Okay, folks, so we're pretty much done with our prep stage for the base. Our knee wall is up, the gravel is in, the fish tank is in. We've got our vapor barrier up, both down around the inside of the greenhouse, and this wall here is actually an outside wall for our mulch bed, which is going to be behind this wall. But now we're going to put up the actual hoop house, and to do that we're going to be doing our kit, and this is an example of the frame of the hoop house. All metal construction on the frame, about a 3/4 inch tubing. Goes together with nut and bolt construction, so it's all sturdy. And we'll get that together now, and once we've got the framework up, we'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit after that. Okay, just wanted to show you a little bit about the frame of the hoop house before we actually cover it with the greenhouse material. Like I said, it's all galvanized steel, 3/4 inch tubing, and every single joint has a nut and bolt through it. Very stable structure. Now you can see why I actually ended up putting it on the knee wall. The inside height was only 7 feet originally. So by putting it on the knee wall, I added another 1.5 feet to my height, and now I've got plenty of room. I can get right up along the side, give me more growing room along the side where I'm going to put my grow beds and things, and plenty of room in the middle. I'm actually standing on a little bit of gravel right now, so I'm a little taller, but so I'm real happy about it. We're going to go ahead and cover it here in a few minutes, and then we'll show you what that looks like with the cover on. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are. We've got the greenhouse plastic stretched over it. As you can see, it's got fibers woven into the plastic, so it's nice and tough. I'll be coming around and putting a baseboard along here to kind of keep it nice and tight. Pull it down. Plenty of ventilation. We've got 6 windows on either side. We've got a large door on either end. Eventually what's going to happen is this end is going to be closed up, and I'll actually cut a storm door in to the end so that it's just a regular walkway door rather than a large opening like this. But I'm going to keep the large opening on the other side just in case I need to move larger items in and out. So we're happy with it. The next step is to plumb it up for all the aquaponics. I'm going to bring out my hydroponic stuff from the basement. We've already got the fish pond in, and tonight we might bring the tilapia from the basement out and put them in there just so they're getting used to the tank and starting to build up the bacteria and things that they need in there, and see how they do. So that's it for now. Thanks for sticking with me and watching me through this build. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we'll see you on the next time for our aquaponics build. Bye now.